It's been a few days. I just got back from a run. It's sunny out. It's like 50 degrees. A little chilly, but I warmed up, of course. 24 minutes. I extended the run just a little bit to get to 24 because I got to 23 and I wasn't done yet. So it didn't require me much more effort. So still being conscious of my feet. My knees are okay. They're aware of themselves, but it's my feet that are noticing themselves. And so, but they don't bother me the next day. I'm just aware of it during the run. And it's like, I don't know. So, it's a thing. But I just have to take it a little bit easy. But still pushing myself. I'm not done. I'll be done when I'm done. Like, I was done for about 3 weeks back in late March into early April. I guess it was late March through the middle of April, really, before I started trying again. So I've been running again probably about 2-3 weeks now. And anyway, so I think I've actually been running more since the injury. I've been running more often, but shorter amounts. So maybe that helps. I don't know. And I also went back to the old shoes because the new shoes were bracing my ankle in such a way that my natural couldn't happen. I was locked into this uncomfortable position, and my feet were like not happy. So I didn't have happy feet. It's a joke. And in the land of other, I've been thinking, what's new? And I still don't know anything, which is usual as well. But I did take down, because I was feeling a little exposed and a little bit self-conscious and embarrassed about all this stuff that I keep putting out there, and it doesn't get looked at. There's no one looking at it, and everything just comes up as, so it's like, and as far as I know, it's like, so what do I like, and who is going to stumble on it, and what do I care what they think? And if they leave comments, I'll just remove the video. So, it's like, and why would anybody care? Just some random guy. And anybody that would find it would say, there's other things. There's plenty of other things to watch. Why would anybody? So, I don't know what I was even worried about. So, anyway, I don't know. It's just me being me. A little bit paranoid. So, I accept that, I guess. But the other thing is, it's like, I do more writing when I'm not doing this. Because this is easy, but it's not as accurate. I don't have the time to form my thoughts into words, and I just say whatever's, and it just comes out, and it's all clumsy and awkward, and it doesn't mean exactly, but maybe that's where the spontaneity comes in, where it's like I don't have time to censor myself or to select my words. It's just, you get it as it is, and maybe that gives it more credibility. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I can't believe it's over, like, and that's even, there's like over 120 of these now since the beginning of January. And so it's like 4 months in, and I've got like pretty much a video for every day, because sometimes I did 2 or 3. So, and now I'm kind of tapering off how the frequency of how often I do these, because I still have a lot to say, but changing, just changing beliefs and changing attention, and and I'm still just by myself. Just I'm the only one in the world, as far as I know. There's a whole lot of other people out there, though. They seem to think that they seem to think that there's 8.5 billion of us, but I just feel, just kind of alone. So I know, but I don't understand it. I'm working on it, but it's like the world it just doesn't make sense to me, and it's like I only do my best to pretend at fitting in and pretend to be like everybody else. So, well, I guess that'll have to do. I don't know any other way to go about it. And I have moments where I'm like, I'm okay. And I'm like, I don't have to fake anything. I can just be myself, and it's like, so I don't know. But I'm mostly just comfortable when I'm just by myself, and I don't have to, worry about anybody else. And I don't like being looked at. That's like become a growing. It used to be a thing. Well, it used to always be a thing, and then it's kind of faded away from being a thing, and now it's more of a thing, and it's becoming more of a thing. It's like I don't stop looking, and so I don't know what to do about that. And it makes me feel uncomfortable, and it's like keep your eyes to yourself. I mean, that's but I like, so who am I to talk? I like observing too, I guess. So I guess it's only fair, I guess. So I don't know, but I hadn't made one of these in a couple days, and I noticed, and I wanted to make one. So there's no real point to it, just me talking. And I've been doing a lot of, not a lot, but I've been doing a fair amount of writing, and I'm really happy with the last couple of pieces. And it's just, I don't know where it comes from. I don't even know. But I read it later, and it's like, whoa. And it's like, where did that come from? Did I write that? And it's like, yeah. So it's like I'll just do my best writing in the dark, in the middle of the night, lights are off, the house is asleep, it's pretty quiet except for every so often you can hear some traffic noise, and it's just, and I just write, and I just tune out and tune in, and just words, and hours go by, and it's like I don't even have a plan or a topic, really. I just start writing. I usually have a feeling or a thought or something that's bothering me. And it just develops from there. Yeah, it's like something that has to be said. And I don't have an outlet around here. That's the thing. It's like I don't have anybody to talk to. And it's like I could talk to people, but they wouldn't understand. They just don't have the foundation. There's no way they could know. It's impossible for them to know. And it's like I can't explain to them. And a lot of people would just assume that they understand. They don't understand. And it's impossible for them to. They don't think the same way. They don't have the same background and history and experience of growing up. Especially undiagnosed. It must be so different to, be recognized early on, and then handled a little bit different, taught a little bit different, coached a little bit different, provided resources a little bit different. But back where I grew up, in West Virginia, those resources it was easier, I guess, for most people. You get put in gifted, you get put in enrichment. Now, some of the kids in enrichment are gifted. Now, they were normal kids, neurotypical kids. Um, but I definitely know that a few of them were like me. Um, I don't know where they were on the spectrum, but mhm, yeah. So there were at least, because there was probably like, I think there were 9 or 10 of us, and that were just across a couple grades because they didn't have it, so they had a couple, Anyway, but there were at least 9 or 10 of us, and probably about half of us, um, I would guess, looking back now, were on the spectrum somewhere. I think 3 girls and myself and another guy, another boy. Um, yeah, I would say so. So, oh, and I'm thinking back. This is a long time ago. But anyway, so everything's practice, I guess. Recently, was trying to, you know, get to know somebody, and then quickly, it's like I started trying to talk to them like I talk to people, like I talk, and that didn't work. Nope. that was just that was just it didn't have the context or the grammar or the language or the any of it. I was just out of nowhere. There's someone talking at them, not talking to them, and it's like, you know, people aren't used to people talking to them like how I talk to people. With just that, I don't know, as if I've known them for a long time, I guess. It's like, people don't talk like this to people they're just getting, and it's like, well, I do, because I don't see the harm in it. And maybe that's where it's like, oh, there's, I don't know. Or it's like, I tried to introduce myself too by talking about how I'm trying to figure out boundaries all the time. And I did a whole thing and wrote it. So, I mean, they liked it, but I think they were just being polite. I mean, they might have liked it either, but then they saw that, like, so, anyway. So that's quickly gotten put away. So, friend zoned. I don't. It, the the very first time somebody actually like is interested in me, then I'll be shocked. I'll be like, well, what the hell do I do now? Because I don't know anything about that. I'm good at rejection, though I don't like it, but I'm really good at it because I understand it. And it's like, I'm 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 good at being alone. I understand that. As soon as somebody like takes me up on any, like, if I'm flirting or being friendly, because I don't know what the difference is apparently, and somebody like flirts back with me and becomes like a thing or something, I was like, what? So anyway, but it hasn't happened yet. At least I don't think so. If it is happening or has happened, I don't know about it because I am really bad at that kind of thing. I tell people that too. And maybe that's a no-no in the social cues handbook. Don't tell people the things you're bad at. And I don't know. I just don't want there to be any hurt feelings or misunderstandings or my own ignorance of dealing with other people. It's like, I don't read things very well. People are like, it's like I'm the last person that's going to understand it or get what anything is about. And it's like, if I'm not told, exactly what's going on, it's like I probably won't notice or I probably won't figure it out. So it's like if people are leaving clues, it's like I'll just assume it's for somebody else, or it's about something else, or it has nothing to do with me, because nothing ever does have anything to do with me. That's how it's always been. And whenever I think that something has to do with me, it turns out that I'm way off, and I get hurt feelings. I'm disappointed. I'm crushed. I'm disheartened. I'm destroyed, and just heartbroken, because it's always about somebody else. Even when I think it's about me, it's not about me. It's about somebody else. So, I get told a lot of compliments, but then, and I also get told that, yeah, he needs a girlfriend. But there's an imaginary person that's, it's like, but, because I haven't met them, whoever they are, but everybody agrees that I need a girlfriend. It's just not them, or just not anybody they know. Or something, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, it really makes me think there's something wrong with me. Oh, there is something wrong with me. But it's something right, too. That's what's great. It's just no one really knows what to do with me. This is another reason why I'm alone. And I just prefer to be alone, because I don't have to worry about not understanding all the stuff that I don't understand. It is so frustrating to not understand. And it must be frustrating for other people, but they're not me. I have to deal with this all the time. Oh, it's infuriating. But it's me. I can't not be this way. And it's like, it's nothing I'm going to grow out of. It's nothing I'm going to learn. At least I'm not drinking myself to death anymore. That was my solution before to not understanding, was just drink myself into oblivion, and that way I won't even notice. I just won't care anymore. Fine, I just won't care. I won't think about it, I'll just drink. And I won't mind being alone, and I won't mind this, and I won't mind that, because I don't have to. Of course, I didn't understand, then, why I was the way I was. I just, knew I was different. And then hated myself because of it. It's like, oh, everybody else, yeah. It's like, I don't know how to talk. And all the stuff that people talk about, I don't care about. Small talk. It's like, what the hell? Who cares about that? Why are we talking about this? It's like, I do like a little bit of small talk, but it's got to be, not rehearsed, not choreographed. It's got to be, I don't know. There's rules. I have my own rules, and I can't explain them and I can't list them off. But there's enjoyable conversation, and then there's practiced conversation where it's just like it's people talking for the sake of talking, and it's just fake and inauthentic, and it's just to fill the space. And that's maybe what this is. I don't know, but it's for me. So it's me helping me and just expressing my thoughts and letting myself be myself, I guess. And wow, I've almost been going on for 20 minutes. Jeez. Anyway, I had a good run. I enjoyed that. I'm really glad I can run again. It helps me. I'm tired. And I'm sad. But I can smile at myself and laugh at myself and make fun of myself too. And I can do that more often than I used to. I just forget. And I take myself too seriously. Not everything's so dire. A lot of stuff is, though. Let's not forget that. It means now I can work on that too. In my own small way. And that's the other thing I thought about, I try to impart, is that I have no idea, what it is I do and what effect or importance or significance I have on anybody else around me. And I might not be able to personally have a grand impact on the narrative of the course of events and the timeline and the flow and the stream. But I might, like the change makers. Maybe I can't be one myself, but if I can, help just a little bit, people that are in a position to help, or have the ability to make those changes or decisions, you never know. Or I help the person that helps the person, or I help the person that helps the person that helps the person that reads the book that helps the person. You never know. So there's no excuse not to do what I'm doing. There's no excuse to do it. There's no excuse not to do it. It's whatever I feel like doing. And if it's not killing me to do it, and I like doing it, go ahead and do it. So, anyway. And not feel so guilty about it, and like comparing myself to other people and what they're doing and how good I am compared to them, and like how relevant I am compared to them. That doesn't help me at all. So I just don't like hearing about people being hard on themselves for no good reason. I mean, I do that, so I can't really say much. I mean, I do that all the time. That's like a thing. Like all the time. But I know it, I think, deep down. So maybe there's that. So, I don't know. But I've been sitting cross-legged for too long after a run, and I need to stretch. Ow. Yeah. And the hair thing's still going. So it's like, wow. Kind of wondering, it's like I need to almost ask somebody, it's like, when do I get my first haircut? And like, how much do I tell them to take off? And, yeah. I don't know. Because how much longer am I going to let this get? It's pretty long. This is the longest it's ever been. And so this is like from September of 2019. It's crazy. Pre-pandemic hair. And it's really great for the winter. I don't have to wear a hat because I don't like hats anyway. And this keeps my neck warm. And it's pretty cool. It's in the summertime. I mean, I got through last summer okay. I didn't mind it. So, if I want it to be cooler, I just tie it up. But then as it gets longer, I can't just tie it up like this. I'll have to like figure out how to, I don't know what to do with it. I really don't. But I don't think I'm cutting it. I mean, I'll get a haircut, but I don't know. I mean, it might change my mind. I have the ability to change my mind, and I'll be fine with that. But at least for right now, I don't think I'm going to get a cut. I like it. And that's the important thing. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. I like it. So, there's that. So, anyway. And, oh yeah, and about the other videos, I was kind of thinking I'll just leave them archived, hidden, or something. But then I was like, it's not hurting anything to have them up. I don't think there's anything in there. What am I really worried about? And it's like, anything that's anywhere remotely relevant is so buried. And I take responsibility for my words, don't I? in the moment, they mean exactly what they meant at that moment. And I might not have said them exactly the right way or the way I meant to say them, but that's how they were said in that moment. And, you know, and I generally get what I mean when I say what I mean. And I don't try not to take myself too seriously. So, and it's not like a cop-out. And it's not, it's like, I'm allowed to say things. And I'm allowed to think things. And I'm also allowed to change how it is I mean the things that I say. Because not only, the words might stay the same, but what I mean by them might change, based on how I'm feeling on that particular day. And it's just a constant thing. So, I don't know. It's a complicated world. But I can actually live in it today. I don't have to like it, though. But I don't like my other choices. I tried that. And, yeah. Yeah, we know what we're talking about. So, anyway. The deal stands. So, anyway, okay, that's all I got. Okay, bye.